When your kids say they want cake, mommy, I want cake, daddy, I want cake, this is the cake they want. A cake that is fun, beautiful, vibrant, appealing, and has everything it is children loves. Every kid loves confetti. Hence why today I'm going to be sharing with you this easy to make confetti cake that every child will love. And the best part, all you need is an hand mixer. You don't need a stand mixer, even with a whisk. Trust me, you can whip this together and it's going to be so delicious. What you need, simple ingredients. You need your butter or margarine, all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, yogurt, confetti, baking powder, and just 2 large eggs. The first thing I'm going to do is arrange my hand mixer. Like I said, you can use a whisk. Please, if you've not subscribed to the channel, kindly do that. Welcome back to the channel. Kindly do that. And don't forget to drop a comment, click the thumbs up button, and share this video and other videos on the channel with your friends, your families, and loved ones. Please, it goes a long way in encouraging me to want to keep, making and creating more recipes and sharing these recipes with you for free. So into my bowl goes the granulated sugar and my butter. I'm actually using margarine though. And that is it. And I want to mix and beat this together until it is pale and fluffy. So let me plug in my hand mixer. Even when you use an hand mixer, please scrape down the size of your mixing bowl. This is very important because you want to get an even bake. And for you to get a perfect even bake, you need a perfect even mix. So now I will begin to add my eggs one at a time, just 2 eggs. If you're using big eggs, you can see how big this egg is. It's quite big. But if you don't have access to eggs as big as this, you can use 3 small size eggs. And you beat properly after each addition. Then after the addition of any ingredients, scrape down the size of your bowl. It's very important. You want to get a perfect mix so you can get a good cake. And this is what the sugar, butter, and egg mixture should look like. It looks very pale, it looks white, almost whitish, pale, creamy, fluffy. It looks almost like mayo. So this is what you want your mixture to look like before you begin to add the dry ingredients. So now I'm going to be adding the baking powder into my all-purpose flour. The baking powder is what we're using in this recipe, and I'll just try and combine that together before I begin to gradually add it into this mixture, alternating with my yogurt. And you're going to be doing this, please, on low speed. When you begin to introduce your dry ingredients into your wet batter, please, you don't want to mix on high speed. One, you don't want the flour everywhere, and two, you don't want to activate the gluten in the flour. And now I'm going to be adding 1/4 cup of water, room temperature water, into my batter. So I added the water because I want my batter to be very, very soft, and I want the cake to also be equally soft. It's going to be giving me almost like an oil-based texture because of the water I added into it. And at this point, I don't need my hand mixer anymore. I don't need my hand mixer anymore at this point. My spatula will continue the job from here. Adding in my vanilla extract. You can see what that looks like. That looks very, very good. Like I said, adding the water is a game changer. It's just going to give the cake this oil, almost oil based like texture. And now at this point, I will be adding the sprinkles. So the confetti goes in there, and that is just so beautiful. I have my baking pan pre-lined. I greased, then lined with baking paper. If you don't have baking paper, simply grease with butter or margarine. Sprinkle a little bit of flour, dust it off all the excess flour, and you are as good as using a baking paper. Now I just want to combine my batter properly to ensure that I have all the sprinkles well combined. But you don't want to overmix this because you don't want your sprinkle to lose shape and color at the same time. And you bake. So into the baking pan it goes. You can see the color, the texture, everything is just making sense. I will be baking this for 35 minutes to 45 minutes at 300. At 300, I don't want my oven too hot. So I just want this to bake gradually. So it gives me a very beautiful texture and color. There's no rush, no rush. So I level this properly with my spatula so I can get a beautiful even surface when the cake is fully baked. Another technique is to just push the middle to the sides. Push the middle to the sides like this and then level it. Yeah, this is what it looks like. See, this is what it looks like. I double tap and into the oven it goes. This is our confetti cake with sprinkles in it and all. And let us cut this cake into two and see what the inside looks like. Okay, oh wow, even from the crumbs you can see, oh, this is such a beautiful, beautiful cake. And this cake up close and personal. The crumbs is everything and more. Like you, this is a perfect, comforting cake that every child would definitely, definitely love.